Freak. He's in park
to start. Looks like he brought
to withdraw from the team.
Withdrawing, Kevin, might have.
Well, that fast break
Execution.
And play, of course, presented by Kisses the Freak. Under leading by 4. Ibaka sets the miss to Mayo, kicks to Bayless, and it's blocked by Ibaka. And a wide open look for Freak. Third time, 18 point. And a closer look here at the hustle.
Key shot. Of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity.
They're able to react as quickly as they're.
And while like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but on Henson, you see one thing, length.
Yeah, a lot of it, too. I mean, he measured 6'9" with a 7'5" wingspan at the 2012 NBA Combine. His standing reach is actually 3.5 inches greater than that of Anthony Davis. Wow.
Right. Good on the second free throw. Here's Payne. He's coming off a 10-point game against Denver. To the paint. Collison kicks to Waiters. The 3. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Waiters got his first 3 points of the game.
And talking about Henson, obviously the great length helps him as a shot blocker. The young center is also very quick off his feet. He's averaged around 2.5 blocks a game over the past 2 seasons. He's also been contributing some as a rebounder, though really needs to add some weight to kind of take it to that next step.
The Bucks have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
Getting back to Henson, last year was an odd one for him. I mean, he was starting. Then in February, he was benched in favor of Zaza Pachulia. That might be a hint to Henson that he needs to put a little more work into his game to maintain a place in the rotation. They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
To Payne. Durant up top. Turned in an outstanding game against Denver. And Waiters kicks to Collison. And O.J. Mayo pulls it down.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Drains the jumper to finish the break.
That shooting form of O.J. Mayo, textbook. Pretty.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Thunder out in front as they wrap up the first quarter on a 14-6. And Serge Ibaka, becoming known for his shooting ability now, he talked about the confidence his teammates and his coach instilled in him. Well, if you wonder how much difference, and a new group in here for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Ibaka comes in for Nick Collison. Waiters, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Payne. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Parker and Henson, the duo inside. Freak is out there with Jared Bayless, and it's Mayo in at the 3 slot. Well, Milwaukee last year became just the 9th team in NBA history to go from Greg being the worst in the league to a playoff team.
Unbelievable what they accomplished. And they had a tough matchup in the first round with the playoff season Bulls, however. Things didn't go well, but they did get some valuable experience from that effort.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Mavericks played a role for them. He had 6 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
And Doris, thank you so much. He couldn't have been much better in that game, could he, GM?
Not at all. He was great. I mean, that's for sure. If he wasn't at his best, he was awfully close.
Guys, he came to compete and win. Let's hope he's got that same attitude, that same energy, that same swag here tonight.
Launches a 3. The rebound by Ibaka.
Well, as you said, we're blown out at home to end the series. Ended up losing by 54. That's right, 54. Wow.
Here's Freak. Offensive rebound. Henson. And he goes in for the dunk.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need, Kevin. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
And as you said, the Bucks lost on their home floor. One thing about that series is the Bucks introduced their new logo. They gave away free playoff tickets to anyone that turned in their old red gear. Not a bad deal in my book.
Goes up the baseline, cannot hit. And the Thunder going the other way now. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless.
And we've reached half.
Well, Kevin, it obviously seemed like you were in a terrific flow. What did...
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Durant doing all sorts of things. 16 points, then his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what?
Bucks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Carter Williams dishes to Freak. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And the Bucks miss again.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. It really had been mostly a cordial relationship between Durant and the media up until last season. And then at the All-Star break, I mean, he had some biting remarks.
Shot clock at 5. That's the wall. An easy layup after coming off the pit. Durant's got 18 points in the game.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Carter Williams, the pass to Monroe. That's good.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
The Thunder leading by 23. Tipped away. They double in with Freak. The drive by Collison. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Andre Robertson. Payne with it. Out defended by Freak. Launches it. Payne can't hit. Bucks have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Here's Freak. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Durant drawing the double team. Kicks it to Collison. Here's Payne. Oklahoma City moving it around. Waiters gets a wide open look. Offensive rebound. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
That's his first personal foul.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Thunder.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
And you've always heard of guys being...
And so it's Milwaukee with it. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Freak in at point guard. Greg Monroe is out there with Plumlee. Then it's Mayo. And it's English. First points up on the board. The Thunder. Here's Freak. And it's off from three-point range. Oklahoma City's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. It's Durant on the wing. Outside Westbrook. The tray. Rebound by Monroe. Monroe's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
And he knocks down the first one.
And in college, guys, Miles Plumlee had an unusual competitor at his position. It was his younger brother, Mason. I mean, they actually had to compete against one another for playing time.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Mitch McGary's checked in for Ibaka. Kyle Singler comes in for Kevin Durant. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Andre Robertson. And Singler kicks to Westbrook. And stolen by Mayo. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Westbrook. Here's Freak. Nailed from three-point land. Well, Greg, going back to those Plumlee brothers you were talking about, there is competition. And then, Clark, you know, there's this friendly rivalry that'll always exist.
Yeah, the brotherly competition, if you will. They have similar bodies and share some of the same attributes as well. Drafted in back-to-back years, both toward the end of the first round. A lot of parallels.
A lot of similarities, you're right.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number one, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard. Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Freak. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against the Mavericks in Dallas. They get it back, and Singler kicks to Morrow. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
Here's Freak. The rebound by McGary.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
It's tipped and stolen by Singler. The dish to Westbrook. High arcing shot. Morrow, no good. Bucks have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. And again, the Bucks miss.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Singler, no good. And the Bucks, they're shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. And it's Freak missing.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
And that's an intentional foul.
And in the past, the NBA had the All-Star break for just an extended...
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Mitch McGary. Durant comes in for Kyle Singler. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Anthony Morrow. And it's Payne in for Augustine. The Bucks also changing it up. Henson comes in for Monroe, and Freak subbed in for Damian Inglis. The All-Star break in 2015 was just a bit over a week. Those extra days, Clark, for most players, really rested some guys up.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think it was a nice move. You play those 82 games, you need more than just a few days break during the middle part of the season. So I like that move a lot.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Waiters is checked in.
Watch it.
1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Payne. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
One shot.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries. I mean, it happens. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime.
And that one misses. The Milwaukee Bucks ended last season 41 up and 41 down, a perfect 500 mark, and they were the epitome, Clark, of average at the end of the season. And as you can see, even during it.
Well, they're a young team, but at one point, 17-17. Also had an 11-11 record against the East and 6-6 against the West.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Thunder.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance, Clark. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Westbrook. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. And the Bucks were average last season. I mean, they were 17-17.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category.